So, I have my new avatar set up. I spent most all of last night working on it. I had to shrink the entire thing down, re-export every single piece of it. I made a couple of new pieces. I set up a bunch of new costumes. So without further ado... Hello, hello! This is what I have so far. Yeah, it looks really neat. I also, you probably saw it, I was gonna try and keep it a surprise, but I forgot to fix the toggles. I added chat as a tiny little astronaut on my shoulder. It took a while to get the animation to work, but I'm very happy with it. And so there you guys are. I also ended up getting rid of all the spacey stuff around the joints, because it felt a little too complicated. But I made the pants space textured to make up for it, and I think it looks really cool. Anyway, speaking of space, this stream I'm going to be continuing the space-themed sea creatures, well, not just sea creatures, but the space-themed creatures series that I've been doing for a while now. And I think I'm probably going to start off with a space goose. We're going to want the little head right here. Let's see, how do I want this goose to be looking? I don't have like a super clear vision for how to pose this goose. Just how I want it to look in the end, so this may take a while. Let's see, this needs to come down a little further. Geese are such funny shapes. Gotta figure out where to properly put the legs. And this one's gonna be looking at us. Like a little menace, because that's what all geese are. Or you know what, while you guys are, because that's another thing I set up, is I have now a list. So I'll add, let's see, and I'm not really doing these in any particular order. This is just whatever I feel like. Anyway, back we go. Right now we're just gonna add a little bit of texture and feathering. Now I need the really fluffy bits around the legs. In, sort of flush out the webbing. Nope, they need to have that little menace grin. There we go. This is a very fluffy, chubby goose. What's my favorite animal? That's a hard question. I really don't know. That's like, it's the same as trying to ask an artist what their favorite color is. It's just probably some shade of blue, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of different blues. I know I said I wanted to go for menacing, but I think that's a little bit too much. Make him look a little less menacing and a little more derpy. Every time I scooch things around, they get even goofier. Oh, there we go, that looks really good. It's not me, birds are just scary in general. I mean, fair. You know, that's a good... Actually, hang on. As far as my favorite animal goes, that's actually... I can give you two that I really, really like. And that would be owls and crows. I love both of those a lot. Anyway, now it's time for... After all that, now it's time for the Spaceifying bit. Duplicate that. Blur. All the way up. And then soften it. So there's our glow. Now I don't know how big I actually want these to be. That's much faster. I'm gonna add some little planets rotating around his neck. I may make this bigger, actually. Welcome in, Strudel. I figured you'd be very excited to see the space goose. This looks so funny when I've completely turned off the body and everything. And Goose is looking. Yeah, I spent a long time messing around with the face, trying to get it looking just the perfect amount of menacing. Now what do we want to do for the feet? Does that give it the right effect? What do we think? I think that's looking pretty good so far for Space Goose. I just airbrush the edges a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Give him a little bit of a warmer glow. Add a little bit of shading. Just here and there. Remember, kids, always sign your work. There is our space goose. Alright. Save. We're gonna hide space goose. Alright, now... Yeah, we'll do the shark. Alright, what kind of shark are we thinking? Ooh, whale shark. That would look really cool in a space theme. So we are going to... You know, it's funny, whale sharks sort of have the same mouth that I do. Make it like Neptune themed. Let's pull up some photos of Neptune. Just gonna block out the general shape first. Very squished boy. We're kinda close. He's a little wonky. Actually, this tail fin is shaped the wrong way. There we go, that's more shark-shaped fin. What do we think? Is this whale shark shaped? So we're getting to the whale shark. Yeah, whale sharks always look like they're smiling. They're a lot like, what are those little creatures called? The Kyokas? The little guys on that one island that have no natural predators and constantly look like they're smiling. What do we think so far? We're gonna make him very happy. Just to really lean into the fact that they always look like they're smiling. There we go. He's very happy. We're going to fill all of this in. Give him a glow in... Whoops. Yeah, what does it look like if I have... Maybe we can... Ooh, there we go. That looks good. There we go. We'll probably change their eyes. There we go, that definitely looks better. And I think we've finished our whale shark. You want to rant, actually? What is it with me and having awful handwriting? Because, like, you'd think, as an artist, I would actually be able to write well. I was able to create all of this with a pencil. You'd think I'd be able to actually write my name well with a pencil, but no. For some reason that is not the case. Maybe we'll do sheep next. Or actually no, because someone wanted sea bunny. And they're actually in the chat, so we'll do sea bunny. Okay, this should be fairly easy. We just need to take our soft glow brush. Sea bunnies are just sort of this lump shape. So we need this as soft as possible so it really captures the fluff that the sea bunnies have. Sure. I've sort of got a list going of different requests that I'm writing down. Just as long as it's not too complicated. I may be able to draw a lot, but I can't draw everything. Right, and then they have these little bitty glowy antennae, which is where they get their name. And we add all of the little speckles that the sea bunny has. So they've got these little black speckles that come out of their body. And then on top of that, we're going to add some happy little eyes. What do we think of our little sea bunny? We've got to add the tail, but we're almost finished. So that it looks like it's coming out of behind the fluff. There we go. There's our space sea bunny. Alright, how do we want to spaceify our alligator? Trying to think. What would work for an alligator? You know, we'll just do, like, the alligator's head real quick. Right, you won't get a full body alligator, but I can do, like, just the head. There we go, that's already looking better. He'll also be, like, smiling. Galaxy bubbles. There we go. I don't know, I don't draw reptiles very often. That might be why I'm struggling a bit. It's good practice. Here we go. Then we'll sort of just... They're definitely very goofy looking. There's the basic line art. So now we've got to figure out how to actually, like, shade it and spaceify this. Yes, that's a good idea. So we will... Right, he needs his teeth. Lots of teeth. Yeah, gators are very fun. Okay, now we need to figure out how to color him in. Alright, this is gonna take some playing around to figure out. See how that looks. Alright, now. Here we go, that's closer. Just gonna try adding in like clouds and stuff. I'm gonna try the sort of like nebula theme, with his mouth being like the center of it. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but everything is trial and error at this point. Alright, we're going to throw down a bunch of stars. Real quick, just to... Lots of stars. I don't know, I'm not super happy with it, but I guess not everything can be a home run. First, and then try again. Just glow. There we go. So there's my attempt at Space Alligator. Not perfect, but it's fine. Space Alligator. So now I think I'm gonna do sheep. Okay, let's see. This is going to go out. Down. Let's see. And then the leg goes like this. The front leg I need to buff up a bit more. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so now we need to go one layer below. And then one layer above. Yes. Round out the horns a bit. You know, I'm gonna change this. Got a different idea for how this is gonna look. How are we gonna make this leg work? Sort of some definition here. There we go. That's looking better. Okay. So... I'm gonna smooth out some of the glow. Because it's a little rough in some spots. There we go, that works a bit better. It's probably good. And then we'll just add the impression of horn ridges. Alright, I think I'm done with the effects on the hands and all. Not hands. I think... No wait, we still need to add a bit of glitter to the fur. Just some stars floating around. Okay, I like that. I think I'm happy with that so far. Okay. There's that. We've completed a sheep. Man, we got a lot knocked out. That's like 5 so far. With that out of the way, I'm going to end stream here. So, thank you everyone for hanging out and giving me suggestions to draw. That was very fun. I'm very happy with how all those turned out. I will see you in a bit. Bye-bye.